I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about the brand new ENGL Ravager IR 20-watt tube amplifier. First, let's listen to a song that is a bonus track on my latest solo album, Hard Tones. This song is called Freedom. Originally, it was played with an E flat tuned guitar, but now I'm gonna redo it a little bit shortened version with this guitar, which is in standard C. Okay, let's listen to the song and then let's discuss about this amp. I'll tweak it, and the whole signal chain and shebang. 80s heavy metal, I guess. Yeah. few typos. Anyway, yeah, the signal chain. This is a ESP-M1 custom from 87, and now with the pickup that it came with when I bought this, Seymour Duncan hand-wired by Lydia, Seymour Duncan Dust Distortion from the 90s. Great pickup. Into the pedal board where I didn't have nothing on, straight into the amplifier, then into KHE audio amp switcher. I'm gonna just compare it to the 5150 so you hear the difference between 120 watt and 20 watt amp. The cabinet is a oversized Mesa Boogie with the original V30s and Christian Cole signature Eminence Carnivore speakers. I was using the Carnivore on the song as I'm using now, mic with a single SM57, then into Warm Audio's Neve style mic pre, and then into Pro Tools. On the mix, you probably heard there was a delay included, some H3000 for the solo and stuff, you know, a little bit of multiband compression, but not much EQing or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Just that the guitars, you know, fit in the mix. The usual what I always do. But yeah, so this is a 2-channel head, clean channel and lead channel / overdrive channel. Separate gain controls for both. Shared EQ, here's the channel switch. Volume for lead, clean, and then the overall master volume of the whole amp. There's also an attenuator where you can, you know, I think this goes even to like 1 watt. I'll put a picture so you can see. So I borrowed this from Musics. Thanks for letting me borrow this. And what else? Yeah, speaker out, normal. Then there's an IR out. We're gonna try that. It comes with 1 IR. I haven't even tried it yet because I just hooked it to my cabinet. And you can load your own IRs in there. I think there's 4 slots for IRs, and you can use this like on your desktop, and you know, use it like a kind of like a plugin, you know, record silently, there's headphones out and stuff. So very handy for a, you know, home playing, bedroom playing, if you don't have the possibility to use a real mic cabinet, which is, as we know, pretty damn loud. Even with 20 watt, it's great. But if you use it on like 1 watt into a 4x12 cabinet, kind of the whole point is missing, because at least to me the idea of using a real cabinet is to move air, no. So yeah, but anyway, let's check out the tone controls. So the settings what I have now, what I used on the song, the gain was around 2 o'clock, the bass 11 o'clock, mids 9 o'clock, so fairly low. This has plenty of quack, kind of that lower mid SLO style quack. Treble was pretty high at 230. The lead volume was noon. That's just, you know, whatever volume. The master is at 230, like o'clock. It feels and sounds pretty damn good, I must say. Okay, then let's check out the controls. So low end, I, you know, put it minimum and then increase. I feel with this guitar tuned to this C standard with this pickup, kind of 11 o'clock is kind of sweet spot, and then mids. There's a lot of that quack. Kind of where they open between 9 and 10. 10 now. Treble. treble cranked, it's not harsh. There's no presence. Kind of where it opens, 230. Then this is just the volume where you can balance the volumes between clean and lead channels, and the master. You get the power tube distortion, kind of sweet spot. And of course, we all want to know how this sounds and works with Buzz SD1. So no SD now. Okay, let's back the gain. No SD. It was great. SD always is. Yeah, so you get a little bit tighter, a little bit more compression, a little bit more bite, and yeah, sounds fine with and without. And then the clean channel, keep the same settings. Let's add some chorus. Bypass the chorus, let's see how much gain we can. It kinda starts to fart. But this mild crunch you can get really nice. But I think this works the best, like for being a clean, or maybe I would need to tweak the EQ completely differently. But this just clean, back up the low and little add some treble. Check out actually with a single coil pickup. Let's continue with Duncan. So this guitar has a Duncan distortion and Area 58 DiMarzio. Like pretty much always, a single coil just sounds better with cleans, at least to me, than a humbucker. And then we, keep using the chorus. More low end. really nice. Okay, let's actually keep using this guitar. Let's change the channel. A little bit higher, a little bit more mids, different tuning, different guitar. Still the same pickup. Yeah, what can I say? I think it's great. Now let me connect the XLR cable to the back. Let's check out the IR that this comes with. Okay, so now there's the XLR cable from the back going straight into my audio interface and then recording it into Pro Tools. And there's a switch if you want to record complete silently. Just turn the speaker off, so then you don't need to have speaker cable connected. Now I'm having it connected because I wanna compare. So this is the IR now that it comes with. Okay, and this is my cabinet. Back to the IR. Well, for some reason I'm not surprised, because I have never tried an amp that the IRs that, you know, these kind of amps comes with, that they are good. I mean, it's very distant, very hunky. There's not low and high end compared to my real cab. So if you're using IRs, strong recommendation, this is just my personal opinion obviously, is to use third-party IRs. Like for example, I'm using now the Carnivore speaker, the Carnivore IRs by Eminence and Christian Colo. They're great. So that's one option. And if you wanna check those out, there's my affiliate link in the description below. If you use that link, I will get a small commission, which will be much appreciated. But the IR that this comes with is a bit let's just say there is, in my opinion, there's a room for improvement. But you know, load your own IRs and it will be probably fine. I'm not gonna load because this is not mine. I need to actually return this amp like tomorrow back to Musics. But it works and you can record silently. Now when we are sorry, on the real cabinet, let's just check out the difference, because like sound wise it doesn't really matter if your amp is a 20 watt, 50, 100 watt, like sound wise, like it's not gonna make it worse or better. But with the 100, 120 watt amps, there's more tubes, the transformers are bigger, the sound in general is just bigger. So now I have the 5150 here, black leather. The volume is on 2, and those of you who have played with the 5150, when the volume is on 2, it's pretty damn loud. So this is a loud amp. This volume is now 230. So let's switch back and forth. the volume a bit. Yes, I know 5150 is famous for having that woof, you know. So my settings are now low 6, mid 230, treble 5, post gain master 2, resonance 5, and the presence is like 830, like 3:30 o'clock. So a lot of presence, kind of, you know. ENGL. Like you hear the kind of the sound is really good. It's just, it's missing that what you get with the 101 amps. In the mix, you know, this has kind of a bit woof, so I would most likely EQ that extra low and out, but it's just so fun to play when you get that woo. So if you are, you know, I'm monitoring myself with my studio monitors, but there is that feel what you get with a 100 amp, but like sound wise, these small amps, they're not worse. They're just missing that what you get with big bulbs, bigger transformers, just wider, bigger sound. Sometimes this kind of more focused, more 2D sound could actually work better in the context of a mix than these huge, you know, low-end 5150 rectifier style amps. Conclusion. I'm positively surprised, or actually not that surprised, because I've tried recently these smaller amps and they are, you know, in general really good nowadays. The manufacturing, the technology, and I think the price is, this is fairly reasonably priced, if I remember correct. I'm not gonna even say what it is. I think 600, 7. I mean, you get a full tube amp, 2 channels, you get an IR loader, you can record silently, you can use headphones, and it's a real tube amp. The feel is like a real tube amp, because it's a real tube amp. Alright, hey, thanks for Musics. Please check out the link below, from the description below, to Musics website where you can buy this, and also I will put a link to ENGL's website for a more detailed information about this, I must say, fantastic amplifier. Hey, thanks for stopping by, watching. All the best. See you on the next one. Cheers.